5 foods that can pose a serious threat to your kidneys after the age 50. As we gracefully step into the golden age of 50 and beyond, our bodies demand an even closer look at what we consume. Among the crucial organs deserving our attention are the kidneys, the unsung heroes tirelessly filtering our lifeblood. Yet, there exist culinary culprits, stealthily hiding in our plates, that can wreak havoc on these vital guardians. Let's uncover them. Number 1. Foods with a lot of salt. As we age, our bodies change significantly. And our kidneys are among the organs that need extra care. Eating foods high in salt is one frequently disregarded element that deteriorates kidney health. Salt is a common diet staple, but too much of it, particularly after 50, can seriously compromise our kidneys' delicate equilibrium. Sodium chloride, sometimes known as salt, is a vital part of our diet and supports a number of physiological processes. Nonetheless, the typical modern diet is overly salty due to its heavy reliance on convenience and processed foods. As we age, the kidney's ability to process this excess salt decreases, which can have a series of negative consequences. The functioning of our kidneys naturally decreases after the age of 50. When kidney function is compromised, the blood's ability to filter out excess salt is also compromised, which leaves the organs more vulnerable to the harmful consequences of sodium overload. This paves the way for a plethora of kidney-related problems that can seriously affect our general health. One common outcome of a diet heavy in salt is elevated blood pressure. Fluid retention and an increase in blood volume are caused by the kidney's inability to effectively remove excess sodium as we age. The kidneys are eventually impacted by this, which further strains the heart and blood vessels. Kidney disease risk increases as a result of this disturbance of the delicate equilibrium within these organs. The effects of too much salt go beyond what happens directly to blood pressure and affect the complex system of renal blood vessels. For best results, the kidneys depend on a precisely calibrated blood vascular system. But a diet high in salt can cause oxidative stress and inflammation, which can damage these blood vessels. This vascular injury not only impairs the regulation of blood pressure but also paves the way for the eventual development of chronic kidney disease. Number 2. Alcohol. Drinking alcohol plays a more and more important function, especially after 50 years of age. After 50 years of age, the body's capacity to metabolize alcohol decreases, making the kidneys more vulnerable to the harmful consequences of extended alcohol consumption. The road from a sociable glass to a potentially harmful kidney stone is gradual and frequently obscured by the camaraderie that comes with drinking alcohol. Alcohol's ability to raise blood pressure is one of the main issues associated with its use, particularly when it is excessive. Additionally, as we talked, this strain can tip the scales, leading to illnesses like chronic renal disease, once the body's resilience begins to decline after the age of 50. Alcohol has an impact on blood pressure, but it also affects the blood arteries that supply the kidneys with blood. An extended period of alcohol consumption can cause oxidative stress and inflammation, which can lead to vascular problems. A vortex of risk factors is created, which increases the vulnerability of aging kidneys by upsetting the delicate balance needed for good renal function. Number 3. Processed foods. While there is no denying the convenience and appeal of processed meals, their detrimental effects on our kidneys are frequently overlooked, particularly after the age of 50. These food products, which are loaded with chemicals, preservatives, and sodium, end up acting as silent enemies of the fragile renal balance. Because of their high salt content, processed foods pose a serious risk to the kidneys of the elderly. As we discussed, the kidneys are overworked after the age of 50 due to the body's declining capacity to filter extra sodium. An important risk factor for chronic kidney disease is high blood pressure, which can be brought on by the strain that results. The danger is compounded by processed foods' sugar-laden overture, which goes beyond sodium. Overindulgence in sugar has been associated with diseases such as diabetes and obesity, which raise the risk of kidney damage. The kidneys, which are already dealing with the effects of age, are further compromised by this sugar-filled symphony, which makes them more vulnerable. A major factor in the emergence of chronic diseases, systemic inflammation is frequently exacerbated by processed meals. The intricate web of blood veins supplying the kidneys may be impacted by this inflammatory cascade, hampering the kidney's ability to operate. An inflammatory response to processed foods can have a sneaky effect on the aging kidneys, which are already dealing with a natural decrease in function. Number 4. Cola beverages. Due to its sugary sweetness and effervescent appeal, cola beverages have become a staple of modern diets. But their threat to deteriorating kidneys is more than just gustatory enjoyment. These fizzy drinks contain substances that have the potential to upset our body's delicate balance and negatively impact kidney health. Because of their high sugar content, cola drinks offer a number of hazards. The body gets less tolerant of heavy sugar consumption around the age of 50. Sugar-laden cola drinks raise the risk of kidney disease because they exacerbate diseases like diabetes and obesity. This sugar-filled attack mostly affects the elderly kidneys, which are already battling a natural loss in function. The danger is compounded by the addition of phosphoric acid to cola drinks, which goes beyond the problem of sugar. This acid, which gives colas their distinctive tang, may be linked to kidney stone development. The kidneys become less capable of breaking down and excreting materials like phosphorus as we age, which leaves them more susceptible to the harmful effects of phosphoric acid. Increased blood pressure is one of the main risk factors for renal disease that has been associated with cola drinks. The danger these drinks bring to aged kidneys develops gradually, much like the bubbles in a Coke glass. Renal function progressively deteriorates over time, with symptoms not showing up until later in the damage process. This quiet development emphasizes the necessity of increased awareness, particularly when navigating the complex terrain of aging. Number 5. Caffeine. Caffeine has long been a preferred stimulant, giving people the necessary pick-me-up to start the day or stay awake. It can be found in coffee, tea, energy drinks, and many other sources. However, the complex dance of renal function may be jeopardized by the hidden dangers of excessive coffee consumption, particularly after the age of 50. Given its well-known diuretic effects, caffeine may cause an increase in urine production and consequent dehydration. Because the body can no longer hold as much water as it once did, staying properly hydrated is essential for kidney function as we age. Excessive coffee use can cause dehydration, which can upset the delicate fluid dynamics balance within the kidneys. There are worries over caffeine's potential effects on bone health because it has been linked to an increase in calcium excretion in urine. The importance of having strong, healthy bones increases with age, and caffeine's tendency to drain calcium presents an extra difficulty for aged kidneys. The danger that coffee poses to aged kidneys moves stealthily, much like a dancer. Renal function progressively declines over time, with symptoms appearing only after the damage has progressed to a more severe level. This subtle progression emphasizes the value of increased awareness, particularly when navigating the complex terrain of aging. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more health tips. Until next time, stay nutty and stay healthy.